Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Sorry about Thursday. I had a lot going on, so I wasn't able to post, but I am back now, and that's all that matters. So today, just a quick story time. I just want to encourage y'all to let God defend you. You don't have to do a bunch of stuff, and you don't have to go all out the way to try to defend yourself when you know that you didn't do nothing wrong. Let God defend you. So I pray that this story time really encourages you to know that God sees everything and that He has your back. So this is back when I was working at my old job, and we had this lottery stand at the customer service desk, and it was this guy. He came in all the time, and he would just buy a lottery ticket and he'll leave. And I think he used to like go outside to the parking lot or whatever, maybe sit on the bench or go to his car, or maybe he lived close by, I don't know. But he used to like go, scratch, and come back, and then buy another one, leave, scratch it off, come back. If he won something, I would give him the money, he'll buy some more, go, scratch, come back. It was always back and forth. And talking to him, we just talked because he came in a lot. So he would tell me about the money and stuff he would win. Sometimes he'll win 1,000, sometimes 2,000, sometimes 500. So me personally, I'm not a lottery person. I don't know. I don't like to gamble. I feel like it's a waste of money because I just feel like it's a waste of money because I literally saw people come win $500 and spend like $400 or $300 on tickets. I'm like, what's the point? Why? I mean, you think you're gonna win more, and then they didn't. So now I'm like, well, now you're stuck. Now you're left with $200 or $100. I just don't see the point in gambling. That's me personally. But anyway, I would tell him all the time, maybe you should take that money. Like, he would do stuff with the money now, but I told him, I was like, why you keep coming back here and buying these tickets? Like, why? You could do some other stuff with that. But nevertheless, you can't talk people out of stuff that they want to do sometimes. So I was like, okay, that's fine. Just doing my job. So he would come in, like I said, he would come in all the time. And he knew me. He knows that I was a very honest person. I actually had an incident where a guy came in, he got his lottery ticket, and he left. Like, he told me to check it. No, actually, I think he told me to throw it away. And he was like, ain't nothing on that. And he left, and I checked it anyway, and it was $50. And I called him back. I said, hey, you won $50. And he was like, oh, I didn't think I had that much on it. So, wait, no. What was it? Either he thought that there was nothing on it, or he thought it was like only $5 or $10, and he told me to have it. Either way, he left. And I called him back. I said, hey, you got $50 on this thing. And he was like, I didn't even know. He was like, thank you for telling me. And he gave me some money out of that. I think he gave me like $10 or something. And I told him, I was like, you don't have to do that. Like, I would have, even if you didn't give me anything, I would still tell you, because I'm just a firm believer in being honest, and it definitely comes back to you. And I know that if nobody else sees, God sees me, and He knows that I'm being honest, and I feel like I am honoring Him when I'm being honest. So, especially, like, I don't like to be a thief, especially. Like, I want to be honest with God. So, but I mean, I ended up getting blessed by that, so I bought myself a little lunch. But the guy came in, and he had 2 tickets, and there were 2 online tickets, and he said that he won big money off of one of them. I think like $500. So I checked them both. On the first one he won, but it wasn't a lot. It was like maybe $13, maybe $20, I think at most. But, or maybe a little more. I don't think it was that much. But the other one, he didn't win anything, and I told him, I was like, do you want to keep them? He was like, nah, throw that one away. And I said, are you sure? He was like, yeah, no, I think he ended up taking it. So he did end up taking it back. And he came back later and asked me to check him again, because he was like, I really won something. And I was like, okay, I'll check it again. So I checked it, and I was like, it still don't say anything. So I think at that time I ended up throwing it away, I believe. But I told him, I was like, I don't know, like, I was like, if you're so sure that you won it, maybe like you got it mixed up. Maybe you got this ticket mixed up with another ticket. So he was like, I'll go check. And I guess he went home or in his car or whatever and checked it. So I think at this time a few days had passed by, and he came back And he got some more tickets. And he was like acting really like, like cocky in a way. He was like, yeah, I did win. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Where is it? He was like, yeah, but you got it, so that's okay. And I'm like, huh? What? And he was like, you got the $500, but you know what? I'm not even gonna trip about it. I'm gonna just let you have it. I said, please let me know when I got this in my bank account, because I don't have nothing. Like, I think I would know if I had $500. I think I would know. That's going straight to my car note. Like, I was like, I don't have your money. I don't even know what you're talking about. I was like, what you did with me up here is all that we did. Like, I do everything right here. And he just swore up and down that I stole his $500 ticket. I'm like, I don't even play lottery. I'm against it, if that. I try to discourage y'all from doing it. Like, why would I do that? And I was just like, okay, whatever. So, he just insisted. So I told him, I said, listen, I do the paperwork in the mornings. First of all, if I was to steal anything, the drawer would come up short. It would show it on the lottery machine. It would show up on my paperwork, which my manager signs every morning. Corporate would have saw it. Like, I was like, it's just dumb, because, and we keep the tickets. Like, we put them in a folder, and I was like, I could go through the whole folder right now and show you that I did not cash out anything for $500 this week at all from nobody. And he was like, no, that's all right. You don't have to do it. But me being ignorant at the time, I do admit I was being a little smart, because I was starting to get a little irritated, because I don't like being called a thief. So I was like, no, you wait right there. I'm going to go check anyway. So I called my manager, and I was like, he's accusing me of stealing $500, and I want you to come in here and go through all this paperwork with me, go through the folders, so you can see that I did no lottery ticket for $500, nor is it on the paperwork. So my manager, he was like, Taylor, I already believe you. You're not a thief. So I'm like, okay. All my coworkers, they was like, what's he talking about? You're not a thief. I'm like, why is everybody on the same page but him? But I was like, I'm just gonna check anyway. So we looked through everything. We looked through all the paperwork. Of course, no ticket for $500. So I'm like, all right, you see that, right? I'm like, I don't know what he's talking about. So the guy, he still thinks that I stole his $500. So at this point, I was just like, well, you know what? I don't have it. Whatever. I don't care anymore. I was like, I know that I'm innocent, so whatever you do, you do. Have a good day. Like, I was just irritated at this point. But I didn't do anything about it. I didn't go around. Of course, the people that was around me knew about it. Like some of the people that worked up front with me, they knew. So they was just like, Taylor, we know you're not a thief. And I was like, yeah, okay. Like, I was just like, I don't know what he's talking about. But I didn't try to, like, go all out my way and try to, like, make him, like, I didn't try to, like, try to find him every day. He came into the store or something like that and be like, hey, I'm not a thief. I didn't do nothing like that. I just let it go. And eventually he just stopped coming to customer service in total. So I was just like, okay, that's cool. Like, that's fine. Because in reality, I didn't like going back and forth doing lottery tickets all day anyway. So I was like, that's a blessing for both of us. But what made me upset was one day he went to another store, and one of my cashiers, my coworker, she was at the same store with her husband, and the man spoke to them, and she came back and told me. She was like, hey, she was like, the guy that came up here that accused you, I saw him at the store with me and my husband. And she was like, and he told me, he was like, yeah, the reason I don't go to that store anymore because your person's a thief. She stole $500 from me. And Sandra said, she was like, I told him, I was like, no, my girl's not a thief. Like, maybe you did something with it, but she is not a thief. And I was just like, wow, like, even when I'm being accused behind my back, even when I'm not around, she's still taking up for me. I was like, God, you just got people just taking up for me, like, and I'm talking about nobody talked bad about me. I was just like, I just let it go. And he probably still thinks I got $500. I don't know, but I know that I just by the way that I walked and I led the front end, and I tried to do everything that I could and be honest with people. It all came back to me in a good way. And it's just like, I was, work like you're working for God. Try to be honest, like that is God in front of you. You don't want to cheat nobody out of anything. And because I did that with everyone, they already knew that Taylor is not a thief. So even when he tried to accuse me, when I wasn't even there to defend myself, God still placed it on her heart to say, no, say this, because Taylor is not this. And she defended me. And that just made me really happy, just to know that I'm still just being defended. And that's just it. That's just the story. So somebody may be accusing you of something, or you might have been talked about. Just know that you don't have to do anything. I will admit, I did do the most by going in the office and looking through the paperwork, but I wanted to show him. But you don't even have to do that. Like, you don't have to do that. Just know that if you know that you're innocent, and you know that God saw you not do that, like he knows that you're doing the right thing, and he knows that you was honest in that situation, just know that it's going to be all right. He's going to defend you. Whether they're talking about you to your face or not, he's going to defend you. So that's all. I just want to encourage y'all with that message today, and I pray that you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video, Lord willing.